What am I looking forward to next week? Well, let's find out right now. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm bringing you my top 10 most anticipated comic books for July 21st, 2021. That's right, guys, it's never too early to start that pull list for next week. And hopefully this list helps you make decisions on what comic books to buy. So as always, guys, before we kick off the official top 10, we got to jump into that hot seat. That's right, guys. The hot seat is the book that I'm thinking about picking up. It's on my radar, but at the end of the day, who knows? I might not pick it up at all. But this one I'm going to leave up to you guys. Maybe give me some information on this one. And this one goes to the Guardians of the Galaxy issue 16. This has to do with The Last Annihilation. This is a tie-in book. I guess The Last Annihilation, it's his own event. I wasn't really sure. I thought it just took place in the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm kind of thinking, like, if I pick up Guardians of the Galaxy issue 16, am I going to be completely lost? I picked up a couple of the previous issues, and I just couldn't really get into it, right? I feel like I'm too far gone when it comes to Al Ewing's vision here. So if you guys want to guide me in the right path on what to do when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy, let me know in the comments below, and I might actually pick it up, but I'm actually leaning against picking this title up. This book is 28 pages, and it is $4. All right, the book that's on the rise goes to Catwoman issue 33. That's right, guys. A lot of you guys have been telling me to pick up Catwoman, and I have. But I haven't read it. I've basically been picking it up because of the gorgeous variant covers. But a lot of you in the comments below have been saying, Mike, you got to pick it up. Ron V is doing a great job on the series. And this seems like this is the book to start reading if you want to jump on the series, because last time there was an annual, and then before that it was like a story arc that it was in. So this one looks like this is a good jumping on point for the particular readers out there and for myself. So I might definitely check this one out, and this could be the book that's on the rise. So hopefully Catwoman is good. 32 pages, and this one is $4. All right. So now we officially kick off this countdown with number 10. And number 10 goes to Marauders. This is issue 22. Now, when it comes to Marauders, Jerry Duggan, who is the main writer on the X-Men title, which actually was a really good read, has been doing Marauders, and it's been really hot and cold. At one point, it was really good, and then at one other point right before the gala, it was just horrible. Like, I could not stand it. But now that Jerry Duggan is actually writing the main X-Men book, and he's also doing Marauders, can these two coincide nicely together, right? Can they mesh together, and can he write a cohesive story with no longer Jonathan Hickman attached to that X-Men book? I don't know. We'll see. Is it worth the read? I hope so, because I don't want to eventually drop this book. I have read it since issue 1, and like I said, hot and cold. This book is 28 pages, and this one is $4. Next, we have coming in at number 9 is Extreme Carnage Phage. I don't know if I say that right. This is issue 1. So in the Extreme Carnage event, the big thing is that Flash Thompson is back, which is actually really cool. So now we get to see that Carnage has his sights on Phage. It looks like he's going after him and whatnot. And of course, Flash Thompson is getting involved and ready for the fight as well. This is one of those events that's just action-packed. If you like symbiotes, I think this is going to be the event for you, right? I read the first issue of the main event, Extreme Carnage. It was okay. You know, nothing that blew me out of the water. It's still yet to really get moving here. So we'll see what happens with this one. 28 pages, and this one's $4. So now we move on to number 8, and I feel like this is a really highly anticipated book for a lot of readers out there, and this goes to Moon Knight issue 1. Jed MacKay is the one that's going to be writing this particular issue, and I'm checking it out because I've been a fan of his work. He did a pretty good job on Taskmaster. He does a great job on Black Cat, and if there is a writer that's going to get me into this character, I'm hoping it's going to be Jed MacKay because, like I said, I've never been a huge fan of Moon Knight. I've read a couple issues here and there, and being that we're going to get a TV show on on Disney Plus very soon with the character, I think it's at the beginning of the year, this is a time to get to know the character. And this is not just for me, this is for all of you guys, especially if you've been watching all the Disney Plus shows like I have, right? So definitely one to look out for. This is legacy numbering 201, right? And there's 36 pages, and this is a $5 comic book. All right, guys. So here's some crazy independent book that I'm looking forward to, and this one is published by Image Comics, and this is Mother of Madness. This is issue 1. When I saw this on the list of comics getting ready to come out, I'm like, what is this, right? And so I'm going to read you a little bit of the description here. This is a 3-issue miniseries, okay? And Maya is the main character of the story, and she's the under-the-weather scientist by day, over-the-top superhero by night, and a badass single mom 24/7. This is a Deadpool action and Fleabag comedy collide when Maya activates her freakish superpowers to take on a secret sect of human traffickers. This is for mature readers only, so if you're under 18, please do not read this. This is comedy and chaos await in the first of the 3 40-page issues by the glamorous artist of Horde, Leela Les. So that's a little bit of the description of what this particular comic is about. You know, if it's crazy over the top like Deadpool, I don't know if I will really enjoy it all that much, but it does look interesting because it has to deal with a single mother, and she's kind of like this superhero type, which could be a really interesting story. I'm really looking forward to it. 40 pages, $6. Again, something different, and that's what I like. All right, next, moving on to number 6 on the list, we have another independent from Image. This is Shadecraft. This is issue 5. I'm not sure how many issues Shadecraft actually is, but here we get to see Zadie, who is the girl that can control shadows, and she's going against her brother. And then in the last issue, we got to see that her shadow brother wound up getting captured by the government. And now she went to go into the secret headquarters or whatnot. And it looks like they're going to have to do battle. Last issue had a lot of revelations that Zadie's mom is like a Shadecraft person as well. I did not see that coming either. This book took a complete turn. I never thought like the government was going to be involved and all that other stuff. Really interesting story. If you haven't read Shadecraft, I say definitely go ahead and read it, especially when the first trade comes out, if this is an ongoing. But again, I don't know if it's a mini either. So this one is $4. All right, so now moving on to number 5. We have another book from Image Comics, and this one goes to Chew issue 6. Now, this one is done by John Layman, and this is the return of the series Chew before the actual original Chew series came out. So this is like a kind of like a preview with Agent Chew's sister, Saffron Chew, who is been getting into trouble with the law. She's running away from her brother. And the first story arc of this was really good. It just took a really long time to release issue 6. The artwork is really good. She has a specific power where she eats something and she has visions of it. Really great comic, very original story. If you guys read Chew in the past, you should like this. I definitely recommend the original series first so you would understand what's going on in this particular series. So this book is 32 pages and this one is $4. All right, next, moving on to number 4, we have Xmen Legends issue 5. Now, this time it has to do with the second X Factor team, right? This is the story that has to do with Polaris and Havoc and Wolfsbane, Strong Guy, Quicksilver, and Madrix and Val Cooper. So this is looking really cool. I can't wait to get my hands on this one. Again, this takes place between X Factors issue 75 and issue 76. This is a great time for X Factor. A lot of readers out there can appreciate this run at this point, and hopefully if you're a fan of this team, you'll pick up this issue. This book is 28 pages and this one is $4. All right, guys, so moving forward now to number 3. And this one goes to Infinite Destinies Part 5, Infinite Fury Part 5. There's 2 stories, right? So you got Infinite Destinies that has to deal with the characters that are gaining possessions of the Infinity Stones. Then you have another story that's called Infinite Fury, which is a backup story that has to deal with Nick Fury being captured by a mysterious character, and we don't know who this particular character is. And we got shadows of him in the last issue when it had to do with Amazing Spider-Man and Star, but you still didn't see him yet. But this story's been really great, seeing different characters possess the Infinity Stones. They all have a stone and they all get the ability of the stone. But what's going to happen when that one particular person gets all of the stones? Now, based off of Black Cat issue 8, it looks like that Felicia could have possession of those Infinity Stones. So that could be a very interesting story. And is that the first time really a human has possessed the Infinity Stones? I don't know if it is or not, but you can let me know in the comments below. Nevertheless, I think this is a great book, and in this issue, Thor looks like he's going to be fighting a darker version of himself. 36 pages, $5. All right, next, coming in at number 2. This is a lot of people's favorite book right now. This is another Image comic book that's coming out this week, so there's a lot of independents coming out on my list for next week, and this goes to Radiant Black issue 6. And this is the issue where we're going to be finding out the origin story of Radiant Red. And I've been waiting for this issue for a long time. And we find out that she was a female in the last issue. And I think it's going to be awesome. Also, at the end of the last issue, my prediction came true, as well as there are many other Radiant characters. There's like a Radiant Purple, Radiant Yellow, and just like Higgins, he did do Power Rangers, so this is kind of like his Power Rangers story. So there's just a lot of great stuff happening in this book. Can't wait for it. This is 32 pages, $4, one of my favorite. But it could not top this next book that I'm looking forward to next week, guys, and that goes to Nightwing issue 82. That's my number 1 most anticipated book. This book is the best right now, and this is the best DC book on the rack at the moment, because we've been getting all kinds of great new things when it comes to Nightwing. The character interactions have been great. He's got a dog. He teams up with Barber. He teams up with Dick. We got a new villain. Did I say he teams up with Dick? He teams up with Tim Drake, and there's a new villain, and now we find out that the new mayor is Melinda Zuko, is actually Dick's sister. That was revealed in the last issue, and I'm sorry if I spoiled that for you, but I was just like, wow. I mean, out of all the time that Dick Grayson has been around, we never knew that he had a sister, and it's revealed right here. So what does that bring that issue 78 value up? Way up, right? That book was already hot to begin with, but with issue 78, it's even worth more money now. And with Nightwing issue 82, we're going to get an origin story of how she is related to Dick Grayson, if that is the true story, right? But nevertheless, the artwork is beautiful. The layouts and the paneling, the colors, just everything about this book is awesome. And I feel like to date, this is Tom Taylor's best work. So let me know in the comments below on what you think of that. And there you guys have it. There are my top 10 or 12, I guess, kind of, most anticipated comic books for July 21st, 2021. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I want to know what you're looking forward to next week. And guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. And if you like my content and you want to watch more of it, check it out right here, guys. Click on that video. Helps the channel. And until next time, guys, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Enjoy those comics, guys.